Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's Mike Tirico and Gxlden with you. Michael Badgley will be the first to get this one going. And off we go from the Steel City. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The shotgun, it's A-Rod. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Quiddy K bursting through to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
You know, how often do we see guys in the league, Mike, that are former first-round picks? They get significant starting time with their original franchise, and then there's a change of address, right? They got to go play for a new team and start a new chapter of their career. Some guys take it and run with it, and some guys we never hear from again. I have a funny feeling this situation he's walking into in Indianapolis, I think, is a really good one for NFL quarterbacks. I think he has some pieces around him. And I think people don't appreciate the kind of athlete and the skill set that Daniel Jones has. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Now a play fake. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. They get 18 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Jones to the air again. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Shotgun now for Jones. To the goal line and in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Here's Michael Badgley for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Williams now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 41 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down by Nick Cross. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Steelers first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Rogers now. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Rogers. And that is hot in the end zone. He's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Anthony Gould now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense ready for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Play action, it's Jones. That's the the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
At the 28-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jones. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And a Colts first down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 8.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again here with Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll find his man. They'll on it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down mark. That's a pick up at 9. And he's going to set up 2nd and 1.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
He'll step up and run.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Colts with the football to start this second quarter from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6 as we are ready to get back underway. To throw, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
On play action, it's Jones. Middle, and he's got down. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Indianapolis.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Badgley's kick is good. And the Colts will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Steelers offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The play fake, Rodgers. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver And the quarterback recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
The shotgun, it's A-Rob. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Steeler first down.
The 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Warren. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
13-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Once again, it's Warren. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And the Steelers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Gainwell is in for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Steelers 17. Colts 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Jones now on first down. It's to the left side and taken in by Downs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 17
That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play action now. It's Jones. This throw right side, pulled in by Beckman. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
First down.
Now a play fake. Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll step up and run this. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Pass right side to down. The Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
That's another Colts first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
He will do it himself. He's in. Daniel Jones. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. play action. Rodgers. He takes off. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the ground. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jones. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Jones. Escaping to his left.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Play action. Rodgers. The throw on the run is complete. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
One of the biggest challenges of playing zone defense is defending a quarterback when they break contain of the pocket. all the zones have to move along with the quarterback, and it is just a lot of stress put back there, and you're able to find a soft spot, and they're able to connect.
That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
At the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. A run with Gxlden. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll run the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and 3.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Second down and 3. A run up the middle with Warren. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Roger Jones, the former first-round pick, guilty that time.
Still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Now Rogers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Steelers.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection, and it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Throwing, Rodgers. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Steelers 24, Colts 17.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Give up the middle to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. first down. They'll start with Taylor. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On play action, it's Jones. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That one complete to Pierce. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
19 yards. And the Colts, first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. The quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A design run here with Jones. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Colts first down. A gain of 12. And a Colts first down.
This is an area of Daniel Jones' game, Mike, that I think people often overlook. He is sneaky fast, and when he gets out into open space, very rarely can anybody catch him.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he'll get into the end zone. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Colts.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Badgley now attack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Colts will tie this game at 24.
24-24.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a 2nd and 12. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. This one grabbed by Austin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jones. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Jones. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. Taylor loses the football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Steelers 31, Colts 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hill. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
3rd down and 9. Throwing now is Jones. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
That's good for a Colts 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Colts.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
More yards.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st
1st
down.
and 10 at the 49-yard line.
motion, it's Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Jones into the slide, protects himself, and picks up the first down.
22 more yards. And the Colts, first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again here.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Jones. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And that'll go for a gain of 7. It's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing is Jones on third down. And he's in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Badgley for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will even the score here in the third.
31.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Gainwell to return. Crazy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. He's tackled there by Quiddy Peck.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. yardage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game. So it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Call it a gain of 13. That's a Steeler first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
2nd down, Rodgers. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts' 8-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and This one ends up just falling incomplete.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? To the air once more. It's Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete.
Jones pass, complete to Michael Pittman. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Jones operating out of the pistol. That's the tight end, Moali Cox. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 13 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3. Jones keeping this one. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Colts first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Badgley now attack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage.
Steelers 34.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here's Gainwell to return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Warren. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Rodgers. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
DK Metcalf was the intended target.
Incomplete.
And it'll be second down.
Second and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's in! DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Colts 38.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Now it's Taylor. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. From the gun, it's Jones. Right side, that is hauled in by Warren. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 6. Brings up third and 7.
Here's third and 7. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Jones now on first down. There's that man again. Another catch.
Now listen, I'm going to the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Jones. A short pass taken in by Warren. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. And we get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jones to the air again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down.
Colts first down. A gain of 15. First down, Colts.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
That's out quickly to Pittman. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. Jones. That one into the hands of Downs. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Badgley for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage.
Steelers 41.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
24-yard line.
The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. It's up and through. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Colts 45.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gould on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Now Jones. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got his man. That's down. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 47 yards.
47 yards. And a Colts 1st down.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
On the give, this is Taylor. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run here with Abdullah. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that 1st down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Throwing now is Jones. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. Back to throw is Jones. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Gxlden now, attack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts have taken a 4-point advantage.
Colts 52. Steelers 48.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Gainwell to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. Ground, it's Warren to start the drive, and he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
At the 26, 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Taking off. Finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler 1st down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
A first down throw from Rodgers. There he goes again. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Firely. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
First down for Aaron. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Again, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Now, 1st and goal. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Makes the score Steelers 55, Colts 52.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. This is 1st and 10. Abdullah. And he searches for a gain of about 5. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now a play fake. Jones. That is caught downfield by Pierce. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whoa! And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go.
The 11-yard line.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He pulls it in around the 5.
Jones pass complete to number 14, Alec Pierce. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Makes the score Colts 59, Steelers 55.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll quickly signal for timeout. It's not looking good, but at least they're going to have one final play. Maybe a miracle can get them down to the end zone.
37-yard line.
Here comes second down. Here we go. One final play. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Gxlden and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.